Welcome, the War Chief of Light is back with another epic video. Hi, my name's P Biggie, and you lovely people are more than welcome to call me Peeps. Let's face it, 6.1 launch had some rough bits. So we're going to talk about what happened, what Square Enix is going to do, what's going on, and like usual, if you like that sort of thing, subscribe. We're here all the time doing all kinds of nerdy shit. Alright, let's go. So one of the great new features, it is great, bear with me, to 6.1 is the Adventurer's Plates, kind of like a driver's license. They tell you so much information about the player themselves, the hours that they play, their style. It shows you what they're interested in, what their favorite class is, or job, whatever you want to call it. It also shows a little bit about them. Are they fun, playful? Do they like dungeons? Do they like PvP? Are they raiders? And do they like lewds and nudes if they're into the sexy parts of the game? As you'd expect, that's exactly what happened. Some people decided that this was a perfect opportunity to practice their G-posing skills and make the most interesting lewd photos ever for their Adventurer's Plates. Lots of butts, lots of boobies, and a few like really suggestive, imitating some, they're sucking someone off. Okay, we're all adults here, so. And one person got creative enough and they found a way to make their weapon look like a part of them, the big part or small part. I'm gonna stop right there before I get in trouble. So, what are my thoughts on these incredibly interesting lewd and nudes and others? Now, I understand some people don't like lewd photos in a video game. They just kind of want to keep that out of their mind. And that's fine. I get it. There are some who enjoy the lewds, but not so much the simulated acts, and some, well, all bets are off. Whatever you want. And, well, here's my thoughts. Final Fantasy XIV is rated T for teen. That means when you purchase the game, you are aware that it may have suggestive content and crude humor. That is something you are aware of when you purchase. So whether there are kids playing or not, the person who purchased the game is aware of it. We also know by experience that any online game that has online content is unrated and can get pretty much in there. Yeah. And let's be honest, Final Fantasy as a franchise has always had some sexy bits to it. I mean, Shiva, Tifa. Shiva and Tifa on their own, like get their own rated T for teen. So, we also have Limsa. Final Fantasy already does have some pretty strict rules about the ERP and stuff like that, which I honestly agree with all of them. Simulated acts behind closed doors, not a public thing, ERP, private chat. And I think that's kind of how it should be. The lewds, listen, you'll see more boobs on the trial bosses than you will in-game. Plus there's bikinis, there's little tiny bottoms, and lewds happen. It's gonna happen. It is what it is. It's not hurting anything. And honestly, if it's something that you don't like, there should be the option to just turn off player plates. The imitation of acts, that's a whole different story. And honestly, I can very quickly see Square Enix stepping in, updating the TOS and saying, no ma'am, not cool. And that I would agree with, 100%. Just because that is pushing that boundaries. Suggestive is one thing, that ain't suggesting, that's doing. Now, take this with a grain of salt, this is completely anecdotal. But, I haven't, don't judge me here, don't judge me, I see you with your judgy eyes. I have done at least 40 plus games of crystalline conflict this weekend. And the honest answer is, I have seen a total of 4 Adventurer plates that were, something. I have seen 2 lewd boobies. They're completely covered, no nudity, but they were totally in your face. Again, fine. 1 lewd butt, Again, totally fine. And one suggestive in the act. So this is not a super duper common thing. Not everybody's doing it like I thought they would. It's still happening though, and the suggestive one, yes, I did report it was kind of... And let's be real, the internet had a field day on this. And there's opinions on every side of the fence on this one, on top of it, pun intended, around it, left, right, whatever. So you may not agree with me on this, that's cool. Listen, we were all excited for the housing lottery. I was excited. And then it sucked. That's right, I didn't get my house. I'm kidding. Oh my god, I'm kidding. Can you imagine if that was the only thing that went wrong? Some people won the lottery, couldn't buy their house. Some lotteries didn't have a winner. Some lotteries only had one participant, and that one participant still lost. In that one, it actually worked out that if you were the only participant, participant 0 counted as one as well. So it was a 50-50 shot you would get it. Some got it, some didn't. And people were pissed. People lost their damn minds over this, truly. Square Enix actually posted something at 5 a.m. Japan time on a long weekend because the internet was losing their goddamn minds. As always, they profusely apologized, said they would look into the issue and there would be a fix for it coming as soon as they could. Since then, and this part's off the cuff, they've sent 2 more updates and they apologized 100 more times. But basically speaking, so far, the latest update shows that they found the problem. Fixing it's going to be a little bit harder than expected, so they're going to halt housing lottery for now and housing purchasing for now until they get it right and get it fixed. So I know housing's a big deal. I really do. And a lot of people were very angry, and I get it. Not arguing with you guys. However, I'll make this point really fucking clear. It is never okay to send death threats to the developers of a video game because you didn't get an item in a goddamn game. Actually, let's go back. It is never okay to send death threats to anyone, period, end point, let alone the devs for any fucking reason. Don't do that. That happened. What the hell? Honestly, Final Fantasy XIV, one of the better parts that people praise is its community, and the community is fantastic. But man, those few rotten apples were real bad this weekend. I also want to make it clear, it's okay to be mad. It's okay to be livid. You waited X amount of months, years for this. You've wanted a house since the day you started, and clicking on those placards, you've been at it for years. I get it. It's okay to be losing your mind. Mad. But it ain't okay to go after people who are trying their damnedest to make the game funner for you. Period. So yeah, she was a bit of a rough weekend. Now, I have complete faith in Square Enix that they will fix the housing problem. One, they do what they say and say what they do. So we know what's going on, when it's going on, and we get frequent updates. And they've never lied to us yet. So there's no reason to believe that they're not going to fix this. It sucks and it's okay to be mad, but they're going to fix it. And 2, terms of service, I'm betting you some major cookies that they're totally going to update that for those adventure plates, because some of them, yeah, buddy. They're just gonna. Absolutely. I'm willing to bet 8 cookies on that. 8. It's a lot of cookies. Now let's bring it back. This is a drop in the bucket compared to how good 6.1 is. And I mean so good. I'm telling you, you are going to see a bunch of videos coming out of me of how much I love this. So I'm sorry this one was a bit off for me. It's a bit negative. Alright, on to you. Were you for, against, or kind of in the middle like I am for those adventurer plates? Did you beat the housing boss? Or were you sadly defeated and you're waiting for a house or something? Let me know in the comment section. And yes, this is a bit of a touchy one, so keep it nice, keep it cute. Be the Final Fantasy community that I fell in love with. Be nice to each other. In the meantime, though, have a legendary day. Thanks so much for being here, and I can't wait to see you guys again on the next one. Bye. So no house for PB, huh? That's it. I'm going to talk to the manager.